Toby's here, though, from the Free Speech Union. Toby, very good morning to you.
Good morning, Mike.
Good to see you. We're going to talk about Mark Zuckerberg and their appalling admission yesterday that they sort of bended to pressure from the White House and from Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, and even from the FBI to subjugate stories on Facebook. But let me ask you first about this story in the Times, in the Telegraph. The government set to strengthen hate crime laws watered down by the Tories about anti-Semitic and Islamophobic abuse. Slightly worrying, this to me. There's a lot of sort of trigger words in there, like they're saying they're only going to record things which are proportionate and necessary to protect people. I mean, I slightly worry when I see words like that.
Yeah, no, I think it is deeply worrying, Mike. What that story is about is something called non-crime hate incidents, which sounds like a concept George Orwell would have come up with in 1984, but it's a real thing. So if you're accused of a hate crime and the police investigate and conclude that no crime has been committed, instead of just, letting you go, they record it as a non-crime hate incident. Not always, but quite often. And that can show up if you apply for a job which requires you to do an enhanced DBS check, an enhanced criminal records check. If you apply for a job as a teacher or a carer, it can show up on your criminal record, the fact that you didn't commit a crime, and that can prevent you getting that job. At the Free Speech Union, we spend a lot of time on behalf of our members applying to police forces to get NCHIs removed from their records, sometimes successfully, sometimes not. Through a combination of FOI requests and various reporting, we discovered that between 2014 and 2004, between 2014 and 2024, something like 250,000 non-crime hate incidents were recorded in England and Wales alone, which is an average of about 70 a day. So you wonder why the police are failing to solve burglaries. I think the stat from last year was that in almost half the regions of England and Wales, not a single burglary was solved, almost half. And the reason for that is because they're too busy policing our tweets to police our streets. Exactly. And the Free Speech Union campaigned against this ridiculous Orwellian recording of non-crimes and made some headway. So we persuaded the Suella Braverman, when she was Home Secretary, to rein in the number of NCHIs the police were recording, put it on a statutory footing. And it looks like Yvette Cooper's going to reverse that, and the police are going to spend even more time investigating non-crimes and even less time investigating actual crime, which is completely absurd.
Well, this is the thing. I mean, it looks as though you're now more likely to be arrested for criticising somebody that stabbed someone than the person that actually did the stabbing. And I've got here, it says that new guidance is likely to be drawn up with the help of the College of Policing, which we know is a problem. And also, what's recorded will be done at the discretion of the police. So they'll decide what they record.
Yeah, I mean, and one of the big successes of the last Parliament, one of the few things that the government did to, which was supportive of free speech, was to put the guidance that the College of Policing are issuing to police forces throughout England and Wales on a statutory footing. So Parliament approved a code of practice when it came to the recording and retention of non-crime hate incidents for the first time. Before that, the College of Policing just devised its own code of practice, and there was no parliamentary oversight. So it was done with parliamentary oversight. The code of practice was produced. The College of Policing had to rewrite their guidance in accordance with this statutory code of practice. It sounds like Yvette Cooper's going to do a reverse ferret and just hand back all the power to the College of Policing, and will just be able to devise whatever code of practice they want without any parliamentary scrutiny, which means going back to where we were before they were reined in.
Right, absolutely.